Charlie personally and his team would check in with me throughout the campaign. They asked how they could help.
And he asked me if I was scared to die. And I said to him, there's a lot worse things than dying.
Hey, stop!
It's as if a dark shadow was cast over our country, and certainly here, even on Capitol Hill.
Charlie fundamentally believed in the potential and the promise of so many in this room, young, patriotic Americans. And he inspired millions of us across the country to get off the couch and to enter the political arena to fight for our nation's conservative values. And I too was one of those young people. When I launched my campaign for Congress at just 23 years old during the 2022 midterm elections, most people in this town, pretty much all of the people in this town of Washington, did not take me seriously. Charlie Kirk, however, did. Charlie and his political PAC, Turning Point Action, immediately embraced me with open arms and endorsed my campaign. Charlie personally and his team would check in with me throughout the campaign. They asked how they could help. And when Washington super PACs poured money into the coffers of my opponents' campaigns, Charlie and Turning Point gave more to me to help me across the finish line. Charlie and his team flew me out to Arizona to introduce me to some of the biggest donors in Republican politics so I could fuel my race. Charlie welcomed me on stage to speak at the Student Action Summit in Florida to raise national awareness for my candidacy and to speak directly to young voters.
It's as if a dark shadow was cast over our country, and certainly here, even on Capitol Hill. The leaders of the nation have been shaken, as have university students and college students and young people all across the country. It's as if the ground was shifted beneath us. We all felt it deep, deep inside. And in spite of that, we remember that our dear friend Charlie would never want us to be overcome by despair. He would want exactly the opposite. You know, Charlie Kirk recruited and trained and educated a generation of happy warriors.
And I had a conversation once with Charlie where we were talking about the danger that we both faced from challenging entrenched interests. And he asked me if I was scared to die. And I said to him, there's a lot worse things than dying. And one of those... And chief among those is losing our constitutional rights and having our children raised in slavery. And I said to him at that time, I said, sometimes our only consolation is that we can die with our boots on. We can die fighting for these things. Charlie gave his life so that the rest of us would not have to suffer those fates worse than death.